Commenting on today's Bible reading for July the 2nd, in which we began in 2 Chronicles 21 with just a short verse about Joram. And it's difficult to keep Joram of Israel separated from Jehoram of Judah a little bit. And then you realize in this type of a reading how frequently there's a great length of time between pronouns being identified. And you're going, okay, which king are we reading about here? It can be a challenge. And so we had Benhadad, king of Israel, that went up against Samaria and the great famine that they caused there, that the atrocities that took place, that they were eating babies and selling donkeys' heads for great prices. And Elisha prophesying that God would open, or the Lord of the King said the only way the miracle that prophet Elisha proclaimed would take place is if God would open the windows of heaven. And so that it would take place. And so it was just an amazing thing. And God caused 4 lepers to go down to the camp of the Syrians. As they were walking to the camp, God magnified, as it were, in the twilight and caused the Syrians to hear chariots and horses, the noise of a great host, and they fled. Just a great miracle God did, and provided deliverance for Israel, who was not living a righteous life. This is one of the offsprings of Ahab, and Ahab's influence was a crossover into Judah because his daughter had married Jezebel's daughter, and Ahab had married the king of Judah. And so that allowed that influence to carry over, and they served idols and were wicked during that time. And just a very sad time. And so the miracle we read about talked about that taking place. And then Hazael comes along and kills his master Benhadad after coming to Elisha to find out how Benhadad would recover. And he told him to tell him that he would recover, but he said, God showed me that he's going to die. Yahweh showed me. And so it's just a sad, sad time there. The power grab, power hungry. And it's what took place here around the years 858 BC in Israel and Judah. So that's going to conclude our comments for today. Some wicked kings right through there, and bad kings. So we want to live following in the path of righteousness. We want to follow the Lord. And what I want to share there is the influence. So Ahab, the wickedness of his decisions, marrying Jezebel, following in the paths after the Baal and serving him, and all the prophets, the false prophets and things that influenced, and the influence swept over into Judah even. And so we want to be careful to raise our children right, raise them in the fear of the Lord, and for us to live in the way that is pleasing to God. May God give us the strength to be everything he desires us to be for this day. Jesus, in your name, amen.